People are afraid to admit that there's something wrong with them. And I know it sounds wrong. Like, are you telling people that there's something wrong with them? Like, everybody, are you shaming them? Come on. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like internal trauma. I'm talking like childhood trauma. I'm talking about, you know, things that make you have anxiety, you having panic attacks, that kind of stuff. Because I talked to my coworker once, and we were talking about this other coworker. Not really like, gossiping, more like, hey, is she fine? Because she's really not in the best place. And right now, she's going to therapy. And then I said, oh, yeah, therapy. That's nice. That's good. Does our insurance cover therapy? And I said, I don't know. Why don't you want to go to therapy? Then he said, why? Something wrong with me? Huh? Huh? Something wrong with me? And I sat there like, no, you just got used to the wrong things. Because people are get defensive about it. Like, if you go to therapy, like, oh, you think I'm crazy? You think I'm weird? You think something's wrong with me? No, doesn't mean that you go to therapy that there's something wrong with you. Okay, maybe there is wrong with you, but why is that so hard to admit? Why, like, deny about it? You keep denying about the boat sinking even though it has a lot of holes in it, and that sounds dumb because people can't accept that they have problems. They have blocked all the memories of all the things that made them feel bad, and then they just move along and wonder why they feel like there's something wrong with them. It's kind of dumb to not accept that part. You gotta accept yourself wholly because you can never escape from yourself because that's you. And I know it's in the past, but you never even tried to fix it. You never even tried to, like, look at it. You just went and skimmed, like, blocked it, like, oh. And now you're building onto a future that it's not real because you blocked off the real part of yourself. The thing about growing the future is accepting the past and the present and just moving along. But you can't move along if you still got things attached to you. Because people always deny that they have something wrong with themselves. Hey, I keep listening to sad music. I always keep like self reflecting. Not really self reflecting, more like downing myself. And I don't know why. Maybe you need to change it up. And then I asked one of my friends, like, hey, you good? He said, yeah. And then, denial always pops up. I admit, I have trauma. I have a bunch of trauma. I always have anxiety attacks. I always have panic attacks. At least back then. Then I worked through it. It was hard. Very fucking hard. It was, making me shake. Like, every time I tried to open up, it's like something inside of me, like, kept from, like, saying something. In my mind, I was like, say something, damn it. Then my body starts to freeze up. Then starts, like, there's pins and needles in the back of my head or something like that. It's hard, but you need to accept that at least you have problems, you have trauma. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you have problems. It's pretty dumb to say that you don't have any problems. You didn't have it. Because even the most optimistic people, they accept their problems. They say, "Oh, yeah, it was a bad day. Could have been better. Or like I handled it well. Could have been worse. Something like that." But people always deny. Like, look at you shaking and having anxiety, and ask like, "Are you good? Why'd you ask that? So, does something look wrong to you? Huh? Huh? Look at me, huh? Huh? Now shut up and fucking mind your business." Something like that. Usually, if you talk like with your guy friends, I'm a guy. If you talk to your other guy friends about like stuff like that that makes them sensitive, they'll act like that. You know what that's called? That's called denial. You're denial's a river. Your husband is gay. That trend. Yeah, denial is very funny because when you see someone denying something that's clearly true, it's like, are you fooling us or are you fooling you? Because what is this lie that you're covering up helping? It certainly isn't helping me, and it's certainly not helping you. Just don't care about other people's opinions. Like the old people who are act tough and keep it all in. They say like, "Huh, that's gay. That's weird. That's something like that," or say it like that's slur back then. Why do you care about them? They only have like a few years left on this earth, and as you can see, how they live their lives, they are pretty fucked up. They are people who live like that until old age live a pretty sad life. Pretty sad, pretty mad. They're usually the guys, screaming at the neighborhood like, "Hey, you get off my lawn, kids!" Oh, something like that. They're very grumpy old people. They lived life through denial. Okay, now look at them, and now look at yourself. Do you want to become that? Think about it. That's what denial does. Makes you cranky. Makes you like, oh, fuck that. When I was a kid, I ran through the forest full of squirrels and they bit the snakes and then they become venomous. Something like that. They deny even the feelings of the people around them. They even deny, everything. So they end up becoming this hollow piece of a shell. What I'm telling you is don't care about their opinions. Accept yourself. Accept the problems. Just accept yourself. Like, you have problems and you need to fix them. That doesn't make you less or more of a human. That just makes you you. And that's the most important thing you can be, is yourself. So stop denying yourself. And stop being scared of other people. When you sleep at night, you only have yourself, honestly. They're not with you until you grow up. They're not gonna give a damn when they're like in the senior home center. Who cares? Just accept it. Stop denying it. Stop fooling yourself. It's very fucked up. Very funny as well. But yeah, my friend knows I do these videos, but he probably won't watch it. Let's be honest here. He hasn't watched most of my videos, so he probably won't watch this. But yeah, stop being in denial. You gotta live in truth. That's the only way you can live in truth. So accept the truth and live with it. With it. Grow around it. But you need to accept everything. I have been a victim of that. I used to block memories. I used to, you know, be irritated and deny everything. Like, oh, this mushy feeling. Like, no, that's the weak side of me. Bam, bam, bam. Why are you so weak? Now that I think about, like, why am I beating myself up? That's stupid. I have problems. I was a kid and they fucked me up. That's just how I am. Now I gotta live through this, work through this. And I love myself. And I am a better person for it. Yes, I am. I, I have been more appreciative of people right now. I have been more, you know, more in touch with myself, more, I take care of myself better because I understand myself more. I don't get swayed by emotions that fast. It's like, come on, stop denying. You have problems. You have problems. If you don't have problems, just think about it. A person that doesn't have problems, most boring ass person ever. It's okay to be vulnerable. Vulnerable is good. Vulnerability is great. It's so great. Just, it's not a weakness. So stop letting ego and pride, like, oh, he's saying something wrong with me, because you're gonna go defensive. Or, like, if you point someone out like that, they're gonna be defensive. So, to the ones being defensive out there, when it comes to vulnerability, you're only fooling yourself. You gotta stop it for your own good. Trust me, it'll be worth it. This Chris Killeen signing off.